Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. I've been listening and I've seen some requests for some different shows from you guys. And some requests have come in wanting to take a look at some of the commissions, sketch covers that I've collected over the time. So let's take a look at 10 of those today. All right, so I got like about 50 something commissioned sketch covers I've done. And some of you guys have requested, as you've seen me show some in the past, to see some of the others I have in my collection. And I started thinking about it. It's like, yeah, I've shown them off at various times, but it's a chore if you wanted to try to get to them. So, yeah, let's do this. Let's go through. I grabbed 10 commission slabs, sketch cover slabs here. We'll go through these 10 and then we'll do another 10 another time. So let's until we get through them all. So let's just do this. First up, this is a commission from Karl Altstaetter. He did an. I asked him to do an amazing or Spider-Man 2099, and so there we go. We got a Spider-Man 2099 on the Karl on an Amazing Spider-Man. Now, of course, what I did on all of these, you're going to see just about the vast majority of them are going to be art slabs because, again, I've said it before. But I'll say it again is don't care about the grade. Grading a sketch cover to me is really kind of redundant. The idea behind grading a comic book is to assign it some value because there's lots of that comic book out there. There's only one of these. The value is in the art. It's not in whether or not this book has the sharpest corners or not, or when the artist set it down on their pad or their drawing pad table, did it have ink transfer or pencil transfer? That stuff's not mattering. What matters is this, the art itself. So that's why I send them in and have the art label put on them. And because I'm not necessarily paying to have these witnessed, there are oftentimes I'm sending off and I'm communicating with the artist and they're doing it on their own time. They're just verifying the signature. So this is verified signature Karl Altstaetter, and then it's notes. There's a sketch on the cover. So there we go. Oh yeah, this next one. This is a gentleman, Bryan SilverBaX, and all the links to everybody, I'm going to throw them down below so you can check out their stuff. But Bryan SilverBaX did this one for me. This is the lizard. There. Look at that. Truly awesome. I like getting the Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery done, and that was just an incredible one. Now, this next one, this was not a commission necessarily. This was rather, you can order, Ken Haeser does, he's basically an indentured servant for Dynamic Forces. He bangs out like 10, 12 sketch covers, or remarks as he calls them, a month for different titles, or sometimes more than that, and they sell them. You can pre-order them through previews, and every once in a while I get some of them because I do like his work, and it's kind of cool. So here's a Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows album with Ken Haeser remark. It comes with their little Dynamic Forces sticker, but oh, this is I like Karl. Here's another Karl Altstaetter. Look at that Green Goblin. Yeah. Great work. Ah, yes. So, Jee Hyung Lee. I Getting on his commission list is kind of tough. I happened to be lucky enough. I spot one time where he listed up a very finite number of commissions available for NYCC, and he was willing to allow those spots to be for people who were going to have them mailed back to them. Most of the time when people open up their con list, they say for con pickup only. So I was really happy to jump on that then and get a Jee Hyung Lee Spider-Gwen cover. And I was really kind of glad to get this one. He does several, and sometimes he makes them somewhat provocative, and I don't care for that concept of Spider Gwen being a provocative individual. She's like 18, man. I don't need to see that. I'm old. Um, Another artist, Chris Marrinan. He's a local artist near me but he worked on Amazing Spider-Man for Marvel, worked on Nova, worked on several others. But he comes to these local cons that I have, and so I've got an opportunity to talk to him several times. And the first time I had him do a commission for me, he did this Green Goblin commission. That was great. At that same show, there was another guy named Fuzzy Joseph. Now, Fuzzy Joseph, he's not a professional artist Well, I mean, I guess, how do you call professional? He's not a professional comic book artist. I guess he's a professional artist because he's an art teacher at some of the high schools and whatnot. But he did a Doc Ock for me. Uh, Guys, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button if you don't mind. Gets us some for more eyeballs, ad revenue. Ad revenue, it all goes to Comics Curing Cancer, which you can follow us on Instagram at Comics Curing Cancer. That's the big charity here. And if you'd like to learn more about Comics Curing Cancer, by all means, check out this video here. What is Comics Curing Cancer? All right, this one is from an artist out of Canada. I found her on Instagram. She's done some stuff for Spawn and some others, and I think I also got connected to her possibly from the IRF Authentic Mystery Boxes, and at the time I was looking through her sketch. She said she could do blanks, had a list of what blanks she had, and she had a Scarlet Spider blank. And rather than have Scarlet Spider-Man, I thought it was just about the time that Chasm had just come out, and I have great hopes for Chasm. I think that there's great potential for Ben Reilly as Chasm, as a villain. So I asked her to do a Chasm sketch cover on that Scarlet Spider, probably the first and only Chasm commission in existence right now at this point. I don't know. But I was really happy with it. Came out. I do have high hopes for this version of Ben Reilly. I think we don't need another Spider-Man running around. There's enough Spider folks. But to turn some of these guys as potential adversaries, including Ben Reilly, who essentially is his own clone and essentially is now looking for the memories that Peter possesses and everything else, I think that's great possibility. So super stoked on that. Ooh, yeah. Gosh, Justin Greenwood. I'm trying to remember which. I think this was at San Francisco Fan Expo. I ran into him originally. And I asked him to do a Doc Ock, and he did an incredible Doc Ock fighting Spider-Man. I got two characters. There is one technical issue with this particular rendition of Doc Ock. I don't know if you can notice it or not, but if you look very carefully, you notice that Doc Ock has 5 arms. 3 on his left side and 2 on his right side. But hey, I really don't care. It's awesome. I love the way the arms coming back around the backside from here is in shadows. Also, this is just a great cover. All right, and the last one for this series, and then there'll be more of these, but this one is from Dave Beaty, and this was one I got out of an IRF Authentics mystery box, so I didn't actually request this one, but this is absolutely just beautiful, and that's Spider Woman. just see that. It's just absolutely great. Dave Beaty killed it. All right, so that's the 10 for today. Let me know, what was your favorite of these 10? Leave a comment down below. Was it the Dave Beaty? Was it a Doc Ock? Was it that Spider-Man 2099 #1? Who knows? Let me know. Shout out. If you got more suggestions of other things you'd like to see after we do these sketch covers, by all means, leave a comment down below. I appreciate the feedback. And until next time, collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody, including me, because I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.